Cheshire Rams. And defense, junior assistant captain, Charlie Golden. On defense, assistant captain, Michael Bolger. At forward, number 7, Mark Laskin. At center, number 12, Zach Hooper. At right wing, number 15, Michael Stratton. And in goal, number 35, Ryan Miller. Cheshire is coached by Anthony Justo. And now for East Haven Co-op Yellowjackets. On defense, number 66, Carter Kitchen. On defense, assistant captain, number 18, Preston Campbell. At forward, number 11, Enzo Leno. At forward, number 23, Nick Perella. At forward, number 16, Captain Lorenzo Field. And in net, we have Chris Anderson. Legendary coach Louis Hay. And now, taking all rise as we honor America in the playing our national anthem.
Good afternoon, everybody, from the Remsen Arena here at Choate Rosemary Hall in Wallingford. The 2024-25 East Haven Co-op hockey season continues. Today, the rematch of last year's Division II state championship game. East Haven Co-op taking on the Rams of Cheshire High School. A home game away from home today for East Haven. East Haven comes in with a record of 2-0-1 with 8 points. They come off a 6-2 win over Glastonbury on Thursday. Cheshire comes in 1-1 with 4 points. They beat South Windsor Thursday night 4-0 in Newington. Mike Amento, Nick Giglietti, Rob Becker, John Becker Jr. with you today. And Nick, it's a rematch of the championship game from a season ago, and we saw the two teams when they came in the building, and you can tell there's a little extra juice for this one.
There's a little bit of a rivalry here right now. Obviously, Cheshire has the upper hand, winning the state championship last year. With East Haven's season so far, I know they've only played 3 games, but they've been one of the top teams in Division II.
So your goaltending matchup, Chris Anderson for East Haven, the junior Ryan Miller from Cheshire. Everybody remembers him from the championship game a year ago. Some of the stars have left, but some are back, and we should have a good one. We are underway here in Wallingford. Nice to have you with us here on a Saturday afternoon. Here come the Rams. Mark Laskin for Cheshire dumped it in. Now behind the net, it's going to be Carter McGlinchey. McGlinchey takes a hit, held in at the blue line, shot on Anderson. He makes a pad save, and Nicholas Perillo fired all the way down to the opposing blue line, where Charlie Golden is on it for the Rams. Charlie Golden off the boards, knocked down by Cantelli. Preston dumps it in the corner to the left of Ryan Miller. Back for it is Laskin for the Rams. Billy Dimitriadis trying to keep the puck in. Cheshire's going to clear the zone now. Through center ice, Devlin Kelly for Cheshire. And that one goes off the bench out of play. 51 seconds into a scoreless first period. Very interesting atmosphere here in this building.
Yeah, definitely. But it's honestly really packed. We thought it wasn't going to be as packed, but I mean, standing room only, looks like.
Yeah, they're standing all the way around the glass. It's acoustically, it's very quiet, but yeah, this place, I mean, even behind the far net, there is an empty seat in the house. So good crowd here today on a Saturday in between Christmas and New Year's. Benji Brown back for East Haven. He takes a hit into the boards by Devlin Kelly. Now Shane Ruggiero. Ruggiero looking for Dimitriadis Ambonell, overskated, and now back for it is Cam LaCroix in his own end. LaCroix off the boards around for Bonnell. Bonnell tries to tip it up to Ruggiero. Now it's on the stick of Brown. Brown pushes it ahead in the Cheshire zone. Jake Soderlund back for it for the Rams. Soderlund fires out to center where LaCroix knocks it down. LaCroix tried to go back into the Cheshire end, and now the puck is worked that way for an icing. 13-16 to go here. No score first period, and you know, it's hard to tell from one season to the next how much everybody on the ice remembers what happened last year, but it's got to be at least in your mind.
Yeah, especially for the players. I mean, you know what happened last year, and you know, I'm sure if you're East Haven, you want that redemption.
I'm sure it was talked about the last couple of days, and everybody's been ready for this game. Preston Cantelli up ahead to Raymond Weston. Weston in the Cheshire zone. Weston pushes it towards the net, but it was stolen, and back the other way come the Rams. Now on it is Preston Cantelli. Cantelli up to Weston, tipped ahead for Ben Frazier. Frazier works into the Cheshire zone, behind the net of Ryan Miller. Frazier with a hit. Now on the stick of Valentin Jimenez for Cheshire. Here come the Rams. Bolger in the East Haven zone with some size. Anderson sticks it aside. Nice play by McGlinchey. Up ahead to Steele. Now Ben Frazier. Frazier gains the red line, dumps it in, and East Haven goes for a line change. Both teams pretty even here at the start of this one. Oh, big hit, far corner by DeFilio. Loose puck, DeFilio tries to put it back in front. Comes back to the blue line, held in by Cantelli. Cantelli fires a bouncing puck into the corner. Sal Plano out now defensively with Preston Cantelli. Puck in front for Plano, and Miller made the save. Preston Cantelli throws it to the net wide, glove side of Miller. Now to the far side, here come the Rams into the East Haven zone. That was number 7, Laskin, around the boards. Held in there by 15, Michael Stratton. Now behind the net, Plano, nice positioning with a hit right in front of where we are. Preston Cantelli flips it up ahead to Sal Plano. Plano creates a little bit of room. Plano up the boards, tipped to Enzo, and it goes out of the zone. And Enzo's going to come off for a line change. Now Cheshire back this way. Plano down, centering pass, and a save by Chris Anderson, who goes across the crease to make the stop. Chris Anderson with the first big save of the game. Now Cantelli tips it out of the zone. So this Cheshire team showing some speed here early on. There's an icing, 11-11 to go. No score first period, and the first big save of the day goes to Chris Anderson.
Yeah, really big save there. It's a good side-to-side movement by Anderson there. Cheshire is such a fast team, but East Haven can match that anytime.
So face off now to the left of Ryan Miller. Shane Ruggiero taking the draw here. He's out there with Bonnell and Dimitriadis. It's one back to Cam LaCroix, who threw it toward the net, but it was blocked. Benji Brown keeps it in. Oh, big hit there between Shane Ruggiero and Ethan Brady. A couple of big guys there at center ice. Brady's got it back for Cheshire. Goes across ice for 17, Devlin Kelly, who dumps in for another icing with 10:50 to go here in a scoreless first period. And we knew that this game was going to be physical, and so far we've seen that.
Yeah, absolutely. And another thing is, another team, both teams don't want to make that first mistake. It's almost like a championship field type of game in a way, but both teams are playing great no matter what so far.
Face off to the right of Miller. Brown can't keep it in, so it comes back out to center. Raymond Weston turns and dumps it back in, but now back into East Haven zone going towards the net, so Cam LaCroix comes back for it. LaCroix reverses direction. And it's covered by Anderson in front with 10:27 to go here in a scoreless first period. So it's kind of good to see Anderson, I think, getting some action here early in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like the game against Glastonbury, he did let up 2 goals, but he wasn't really tested that much. So it's good to get a lot of good saves under your belt.
Glastonbury only had 11 shots through two periods the other day in that game. Carter McGlinchey takes a hit while he clears the puck out of the zone. Golden and Frazier in a foot race for it. Golden wins the foot race, and the puck goes back behind the net of Ryan Miller, where Cheshire looks to clear it out. Back at center, knocked down by Cantelli. Across for Carter McGlinchey. McGlinchey with a bouncing puck towards Miller, big bounce. And Raymond Weston with a hit, far corner. And back out comes Bolger for the Rams, looking cross ice. Too far, that's an icing, 9:52 to go. Scoreless first period, and it seems like Cheshire likes that long outlet pass, and it's not connecting yet.
Yeah, something East Haven always has done too is the long pass to try and get the opposing team out of position and get a quick shot on goal.
So face-off will be now to the right of Ryan Miller. First line out there for East Haven. This the home game for the Sheehan part of the co-op. Second year in a row. Last year East Haven played Amity here and won it in overtime 2-1 in a great game. Enzo Plano in the corner trying to find DeFilio. Couldn't find it, so now it's Soderlund for Cheshire. Trying to go back around the near side boards. Held in by McGlinchey. McGlinchey towards the net. Patted aside by Miller. Preston Cantelli with a shot wide, glove side. And now Cheshire comes out with the puck. Nice play by Enzo Plano to turn it over. Only briefly, though, as the Rams have it back on their stick. They avoid a hit by Lorenzo DeFilio, and now Lorenzo gains the red line and actually doesn't gain the red line. That's an icing. 9:02 to go, no score first period, so you're right. Neither team really being very aggressive here early on.
No, like I said before, nobody wants to make that first mistake and cost the game, because this could go either way. It could be such a close game or really out of place game.
So face off in the East Haven zone to the right of Chris Anderson. Cheshire won the face-off. It was knocked down, and here comes Dimitriadis. Now to Shane Ruggiero. Ruggiero with some room, carries in. Didn't get all the way. Dimitriadis with a chance. Bonnell had a chance at a rebound, but Miller covered up for the stoppage with 8:50 to go at a scoreless first.
I thought that was a very quick whistle, but there's been a lot of whistles so far in this period so far.
Yeah, we haven't really gotten into a flow yet in this game. But that was the first really good chance for East Haven. They win the faceoff. Benji Brown with a chance. Miller the save, rebound. They poke at it, and now Shane Ruggiero winds up with it. Back to Plano. Plano throws it towards the net. Now Bonnell behind to Dimitriadis, who drops it back for Brown. Brown towards the net, goes wide. Rebound was there, and Miller sprawls across the crease to cover for a whistle. Big save there for Ryan Miller. 8:31 to go, scoreless first period. Good couple of scoring chances there for that second line.
Yeah, absolutely. And talk about the defensemen joining the play, too. Benji Brown and Sal Plano have grown immensely in the past year.
Yeah, they've had good starts to the season. This is only the 4th game, and they've gotten better seemingly every week. Remember, they're just completing their 4th week together as a team. That's how fast the season goes. Save there for Anderson. He let the rebound go, and Weston able to clear it away. Weston gets hit, but he gets it up to Ben Frazier. Frazier gets into Cheshire zone. Frazier works towards the net, shoots one wide. They try to put it in front. It goes towards the net. Miller may have gotten a piece of that. Out come the Rams. Here's 27, Liam O'Day. O'Day forced wide by Carter McGlinchey. O'Day to the net. Goes off the side of the net, and East Haven able to clear it out. Oh, there's a steal by Cantelli trying to catch Cheshire on a change. Cantelli, he scores! Preston Cantelli blisters one past Ryan Miller. And with 7:44 to go in the first, Preston Cantelli gives East Haven a 1-0 lead.
It was a great read by Preston Cantelli. Stole the puck away, came into the zone and ripped it top shelf. Another thing I noticed about the boards here, they're very bouncy, I will say. So look for that rebound and try and poke one wide.
So Preston Cantelli with the goal, and that gives East Haven the 1-0 lead about midway through the first period. So, nice play by Sal Plano to block the shot there. East Haven again strong defensively here early in this one. And there's Enzo Plano out of the zone trying to connect with DeFilio. So second goal of the year for Preston Cantelli. He scored the tying goal against Amity in the first game, and now the first goal today. Puck goes through the goal mouth now, blocked by Cam LaCroix. And we got a penalty coming up on Cheshire, I believe, with 7:10 to go in the first, and East Haven up 1-0. And it looks like it's going to be number 7, Mark Laskin, going to the box for the Rams. So East Haven to get the first power play of the day.
So I think DeFilio went to the box as well, so it's going to be 5-on-5.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. So we're 5-on-5. Face-off was in the East Haven zone. The referee had his hand up right in front of us. That's where I thought the only penalty was going to be on Cheshire. Here's Bunnell. Bunnell in, goes to the net. Miller made the save, and he covers up. Good save by Miller with 6:57 left here in the first period. 1-0 East Haven. In the last couple of minutes, it seems like East Haven has picked up their play.
Yeah, absolutely. Something we've always mentioned is once East Haven really gets going on their offense, they really don't stop.
Yeah, that's true. Off the face-off, puck goes back to Carter McGlinchey and wide. Far corner, that's Liam O'Day for Cheshire. Turns it over. Bunnell puts one toward the net. Miller shoulders it aside. Bunnell knocks it down again. Bunnell on his forehand at the dot. Shot saved. Miller, puck was loose in front. And Cheshire able to clear it off to the side where Bunnell takes the hit from Colin Spence. Somebody lost their stick for Cheshire. Now it's back to the blue line. McGlinchey across for Cantelli. Cantelli, chance, that goes off the glass. Carter McGlinchey gets over to the near side. Keeps it in. Good sustained pressure here from East Haven. McGlinchey again at the blue line. Can't hold it. So he's got to come back out to center and flip it across to Cantelli. They're going for a change. Cantelli skates in. Cantelli gets by his man. Cantelli had it knocked away by O'Day. Now Frazier at center ice. Ben Frazier collides at center, and we've got a stoppage here with 5:53 to go in the first period. 1-0 East Haven, and maybe you could build momentum, and I think that's what happened from a couple of good early saves by Anderson.
Yeah, absolutely. This probably gets the defense going, and obviously the defense will tell the offense, let's give Anderson something to save for.
And that's one thing that's been good for East Haven the first 3 games is they have limited the chances of the opposition. And they're going to have to do that here today against a very good Cheshire team, obviously. Frazier off the boards, tips it to himself. Frazier in the Cheshire zone, goes to the net. Puck winds up going behind. He had Weston with him. Comes back out to the blue line, held in nicely by LaCroix. Deflected by Frazier, and Miller covers. 5:30 to go, 1-0 East Haven. Good start to the game for this third line. Ben Frazier looks good.
Yeah, he's been chipping it to himself and taking chances when he has to, because no shot is a bad shot, as we've seen time and time before.
We talked about it as we were here before the game while the players were stretching out, this team appears to be a team that's got kind of a take no prisoners attitude, if you will, as we got 5:25 to go in the first. They seem to be quietly motivated and very, very hungry.
Yeah, I mean, I think, what happened last year, I think the kids just wanted more this year.
So fourth line out there now. This is Vines, O'Neill, and Vinny Matty. I called him Eddie on his goal the other day. His father, Ed, played at East Haven. So I want to make sure I get that right. So Vin Matty got his first varsity goal, the sixth goal for East Haven on Thursday. So O'Neill, Vines, and Matty out there now as the fourth line getting their first shift today. O'Neill tips it up looking for Vines, and that's going to be an ice on East Haven. 5:06 to go, first period. East Haven 1, Cheshire nothing. It was physical early, but not as chippy as I thought it would be.
No, definitely not. I think in the beginning of the game, teams try and feel each other out, and if this player is going to be physical or not, how do they retaliate?
So face off to Anderson's right, Enzo Plano taking the draw. Now Carter McGlinchey around the boards for Cantelli. Up for Perillo out of the zone. That was taken there by 13, Michael Bolger, who dumped in. We have another stoppage with 4:55 left here. First period, 1-0 East Haven. It's just been a very, very choppy start to the game.
Yeah, I think, like we said before, both teams still trying to feel each other out, and realistically, we're still very early in the season, so some teams are still finding their way.
We said they've only been skating together for 4 weeks. This is the end of week 4. It's the 4th game, so you've had 2 scrimmages and now 4 regular season games. So within the next couple of weeks, you'll start to see teams separate themselves around the state, but this is a very, very good test for both teams today as we have the rematch of last year. It's an SCC game too, so add that to the mix. Cantelli tries to force his man wide, centering pass broken up by Carter McGlinchey, and we have a hand pass whistled down here, and I didn't think so, but that's why we're out here and they're out there. 4:27 to go, first period, 1-0 East Haven, and it looks like even since the game started, even more people have filed in.
Yeah, I mean, I remember that Hamden game last year where they started taking people away, actually, and I feel like they're going to do that today.
Anderson actually made 2 saves, flipped the puck wide, and now he comes out and covers, does a great job, and here we go. Now we got some jostling in front of the net, and Nicholas Perillo and Devlin Kelly exchanging glances right in front of the net.
What happened was Enzo Plano got punched right in the face, too. I thought it would be a penalty.
So 4:19 to go, first period, 1-0 East Haven, face off to Anderson's right. It's Enzo Plano taking the draw. Bunnell is out there as Perillo comes off. Now DeFilio. DeFilio in the Cheshire zone. DeFilio. There was a stick in front of him. Perillo kept working. DeFilio, I should say, kept working. Got it back to Cantelli, and he took the shot, and Miller made the save. 4:04 to go, first period, 1-0. That's good work by DeFilio to work through the loose stick on the ice.
Yeah, we've talked about that speed before. He just kills players with that speed, cuts them in on the inside, and tries to go take that quick shot.
So face off to the right of Ryan Miller, 1-0 East Haven. Bunnell tries to push the face off to the net. Now it goes in the corner. Bolger ties up Bunnell. Enzo Plano there for help. Plano gets pushed into the boards. Now Bunnell's still there as they fight for it. Ryan Bunnell comes away with the puck. To the blue line, Cantelli across from McGlinchey with room. Carter goes to the net. Shot was deflected, so Preston Cantelli comes back to center ice. Cantelli turns it over. James Cox for Cheshire. There's a shot, big save by Anderson as Devlin Kelly takes the shot. 3:32 to go in the first. Devin Kelly with the chance for the Rams. Still 1-0 East Haven.
It's been a really good period for both teams, I feel like. I think Cheshire really had East Haven's number in the start of the period, but ever since East Haven's goal, it's been all East Haven.
At the blue line, shot stick to side, up and out of play by Anderson with 3:28 left. There is a little bit of a space between the netting and the roof here, and that puck hit one of the wood barriers behind. Luckily, it didn't hit Rob Becker up on the platform above as we're down below. 3:28 to go, first period. Face-off to the left of Anderson. It's one over to Ruggiero. He swings it around the boards for Brown. Brown takes a big hit from Charlie Golden. There is a certain size difference there. Now there's an outlet. That was Maddie trying to go for Dimitriadis as Coach Payne has switched lines a little bit here early in the game, giving Vinny Maddie a little bit more ice time here in the early going. Shane Ruggiero. Actually, that could be because of the penalty that they've switched guys around. Because Perillo wasn't on the shift that Bonnell was out there when Enzo and DeFilio, so that could be why. They might come out at the next whistle. Back forward now for the Rams, 42, Valentin Jimenez, senior forward. Now Preston Cantelli. Cantelli at the blue line. Looking for Frazier, dumps it in the Cheshire zone. Raymond Weston gets their first blind backhand pass, but it was broken up. Now loose in front, deflected by Steele, goes wide. Cantelli keeps it in. Big hit there. Bolger and Frazier. Frazier took the hit. Now the Rams fire off the glass and down. Carter McGlinchey back for East Haven. Too far for Cantelli. But Preston, though, works to get back into play. Now Perillo's out there as they're going to complete the change. Steele goes to the bench and he comes off. Plano turns it over. There's Cheshire, cross-ice pass. Cantelli breaks it up. Preston stays with the puck, keeps it in front of him, and here he comes. Preston up to DeFilio. DeFilio lost it in the skates of two Cheshire players. Now dumped in behind the net. DeFilio's got it. Lost it in front. Now Plano back behind. Now number 7, Laskin for the Rams, out of the zone. And that's going to be an icing on Cheshire. With 1:16 to go in the first period, 1-0 East Haven.
I think it's been good puck movement for East Haven, too. They've moved the puck very well, try and get the puck as quickly as they can out of the zone.
And defensively, I notice, especially Preston, they like to keep the puck in front of them. They don't want to let anybody get by them, and that's Preston and Carter here at his first line crew. All 5 defensemen really with long, active sticks, and they like to get into the play, as we've talked about. Cantelli puts another one to the net. It goes wide. Now back on the stick of Carter McGlinchey. Nice pass to Enzo Plano. Plano works through a check, throws it towards the net. Knocked down, now loose in front, just wide. Plano pokes at it. A bouncing puck, and the Rams are going to come out with it. 14, Colin Spence, the only Ram in the zone, so he hits Cantelli. Cantelli up the boards for DeFilio. Too far for Plano, and Enzo's going to go for a line change. Rams look to come back the other way. They looked off sides, but we play on. Shot save, Anderson, rebound. Cleared aside by McGlinchey. Up down to DeFilio. DeFilio's got Bolger in front of him. DeFilio goes to the net. Miller winds up covering as DeFilio couldn't get it by Bolger. 25 seconds to go in the period. 1-0 East Haven.
It's a good chance by DeFilio. Towards the end of the shift, didn't have that much gas, but he will take a shot from anywhere and, give the team a chance.
So face-off coming to the right of Ryan Miller in the offensive zone for East Haven. Shane Ruggiero taking the draw. And he wings it, gets it back to the blue line. Held in by Sal Plano. Plano throws it behind the net. And now the Rams come out with one more rush here before the period ends. They are onside. He's forced wide. Nice play. As the puck now, bouncing puck goes to the net, loose in front, and Anderson covers with 3 seconds left, and a 1-0 East Haven lead. Good, smart play by Chris Anderson.
We mentioned that before. The puck really bounces a lot here, and Cheshire is actually going to pull their goalie.
Well, in theory, it's the right move because the puck has to fully cross the goal line before zeros for the goal to count. So I don't really know if that'll happen, so East Haven just win the draw and kill time if they can. Face off to Anderson's left. And Bunnell blocks the shot. Smart play by Ryan Bunnell, and that's where the first period ends. Preston Cantelli with the goal and just a solid opening period.
Yeah, I think defense we talked about was very good, moving the puck when they can, obviously making sure Chris Anderson could see all the shots. Anderson was really tested in the beginning of that first period, played phenomenal, and obviously Preston Cantelli with the goal scorer. Hopefully we can see a little more offense from the East side.
Good one here in Wallingford, end of one. East Haven with a 1-0 lead. Back for the second period in a moment. Back here at the Remsen Arena at Choate Rosemary Hall in Wallingford, we start period 2. East Haven with a 1-0 lead. We want to thank Gary Gravita, the athletic director at Sheehan High School, and the Choate rink staff here for the accommodations and helping us out. Our film crew appreciates it, and we want to wish everybody at home watching, and if you're watching after today, a Happy New Year. Hard to believe 2024 is over in a couple of days.
It's insane. I feel like the year just flew by. It's crazy.
And believe me, the older you get, the faster they go.
Oh, my mom always says you're the same age as the year. So 2024, I'm 24 years old now. It's crazy, but we're in for a very good second period.
Bolger. So we start period 2, yeah. I mean, the older you get, it doesn't feel like 365 days, that's for sure. So we're underway here, period 2, 1-0 East Haven. On the goal by Preston Cantelli, Michael Bolger out of the zone for the Rams. Outlet it to Michael Stratton. Stratton turns it over, and Plano tries to tip it up ahead of DeFilio. He does. DeFilio in, DeFilio to Cantelli. What a sliding save by Ryan Miller. My goodness. Put a circle on a star on that one. And remember that as the game goes on. They look in front for Plano. Preston Cantelli already has a goal, and against any other goaltender, he probably would have had 2. Rams come out with the puck. Laskin gets by McGlinchey. Goes behind the net. Now Plano's got it. Plano goes across for Carter McGlinchey. McGlinchey skates out with the puck. Up ahead for Plano, who tips it into Cheshire zone. DeFilio gets to it. DeFilio on the backhand, and it goes just wide to the glove side of Miller. And now DeFilio follows through on a hard hit in the far side. The hustle by DeFilio. Another hit. Bunnell fighting for it behind the net. Liam O'Day comes away with the puck for the Rams, and he gets it out of the zone. In the Cheshire zone now, Ryan Bunnell. Bunnell trying to feather a pass across, but he turned it over. Liam O'Day into center ice. Cantelli steps up, steals, and now Ryan Bunnell dumps it in. Liam O'Day takes it behind his own net. O'Day off the glass, out to center, knocked down by LaCroix. Across for Brown, who turned it over at center. It was stolen by Luca Ocone-Krause, who dumped it in. And now it's Cam LaCroix. LaCroix looking for Dimitriadis, but that's going to be an icing. 12:50 to go, second period. 1-0 East Haven.
It was a great play by DeFilio just before this play. I mean, we talk about that never give up attitude. He's one to always take a hit, give a hit, take any sort of shot.
So the face-off's going to come into East Haven zone to the right of Chris Anderson, who, when he had to be in the first period, was very good, keeping Cheshire off the board. And off the draw, puck goes to the net. Anderson flips it to the corner. Now up the boards. They try to feather a pass. Vines gets to it. Center's looking for Dimitriadis, but it was broken up. Jimenez at center ice for Cheshire. Valentin Jimenez takes it, dumps it in. They try to go back around the net. Brown with a long stick breaks up the pass. Now Dimitriadis comes out with the puck, but can't keep it on his stick. Vines takes a hit at center ice by Bolger. Bunnell avoids the check of Jimenez. Vines trying to backhand it deep. He does. Bunnell's going to come off to complete the change. Steele nudges Bolger. Kept in by McGlinchey. Frazier couldn't hold his own, and now the Rams come out with it. Knocked down by Cantelli and out of the zone. Cheshire dumps back, no icing, so Preston Cantelli goes back to get it for East Haven. Cantelli off the stick of Braden Steele out to center ice. Liam O'Day for Cheshire. Off the stick of Laskin and in the East Haven zone. Puck out in front, taken by Steele, cleared out to center. For the dare is Ethan Brady for the Rams. He can't control it. Frazier touches up. Now Liam O'Day. So far in the second period, Preston Cantelli has the best scoring chance. Nice job there by Preston to get back and force a rather weak shot on Anderson. There's O'Day, his shot blocked. Now behind the net, Cantelli up to the blue line, not out. Preston's got it back, and we've got it touched up by a high stick. 10:55 to go, second period. Still 1-0 East Haven, and again, East Haven doing a great job of limiting the Cheshire scoring chances.
Well, we talk about the defenders really giving Anderson that time to see the puck, stop the puck with a pad, glove, anything really for Anderson to see the puck.
As we look around the Remsen Arena here, a packed house, standing 2 deep around the glass, not an empty seat around the bleachers on a Saturday afternoon here in Wallingford. Enzo Plano dumps ahead, can't get it by Charlie Golden. Now Perillo dumps in, Bolger knocks it down, broken up by DeFilio at the blue line, and Lorenzo dumps it in. Now Golden bumped off the play by Perillo, and we got a hand pass whistled here. 10:26 left, second period, 1-0 East Haven. And just like the first period, really not much of a flow here to the game.
No, not so much to start each period so far. I think the Cantelli chance was the best so far for East Haven, and Cheshire had some good sustained time in the East Haven zone. Other than that, it's really been whistles, quick whistles, and everything like that.
Cam LaCroix's shot was blocked. That was Colin Spence who blocked the shot on Cam LaCroix. Now behind the net, Enzo Plano. Plano comes to the near side boards, gets knocked off the play. Bolger with a shot, and Anderson blockers at his side. Sal Plano reverses direction, finds DeFilio, and now on the stick of Perillo to Enzo Plano. Here comes Plano with some speed in the Cheshire zone. Plano drops it back for DeFilio with room. Oh, they said, wow, they said it didn't go in. It went off the post and right out. Woof. Lorenzo DeFilio beat Miller. He scores! This time the deflection goes in for Lorenzo. It goes over the glove of Ryan Miller. And with 9:43 to go in the second, East Haven has a 2-0 lead.
You can see how pumped up DeFilio is. That shot was a blistering shot, one of the fastest shots I've ever seen. I think it went off both posts. That's why everyone was celebrating over here. But what a never-give-up attitude by Lorenzo DeFilio. And another great keep-in by Cam LaCroix, too.
Boy, that is goal number 10 on the season for Lorenzo DeFilio. Certainly making his early season case for Skater of the Year. 9:36 to go, second period. Cantelli and DeFilio with the goals. And a 2-0 East Haven lead, and how ironic. Kind of a home game for Sheehan, and a couple of Sheehan Titans as members of the co-op with the 2 goals today. So the Rams having trouble here as East Haven has found a way to beat Miller twice, and they could have beaten him 3 or 4 times already. So East Haven, there's a deflection and they score. I don't think Anderson ever saw it, and not even a minute later, 9:13 left here in the second period. It's a 2-1 game, so just like that, Cheshire cuts the lead in half.
Yeah, not really Anderson's fault there, just a quick deflection. Obviously Anderson moving side to side, the 5-hole opens up, and I think that's how it went in.
So Cheshire gets it right back very quickly. You didn't think this was going to be easy, did you? So East Haven 2, Cheshire 1 with 9:13 to go here in the second period. So Cowan Allen, number 22, got credit for the Cheshire goal. And they're giving, are they giving an explanation to the East Haven bench, or is there an equipment problem?
Must be an equipment problem if they are talking over potentially offsides maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what. Well, but regardless, it's 2-1 East Haven, so Cheshire, just like that, right back in the game as the puck goes off the East Haven bench. 9:06 to go, second period.
You wonder if this kind of gives Cheshire some life here. It's really been all East Haven throughout the majority of the game.
Wow, Michael Bulger, number 13 for Cheshire. My goodness, he and Golden as a defense pair, the size, very, very impressive on the ice right now for the Cheshire Rams. Here comes Golden. McGlinchey does a good job to ride him into the boards. And now it's tied up in the corner, knocked down by Steele, and Braden Steele comes out with the puck for East Haven. He gets it out to center where the Rams are going to dump it in. Now Preston Cantelli across for Carter McGlinchey. McGlinchey looking for Steele at center ice. Steele doesn't touch it, so that'll be an icing. 8:33 left. Period 2. It's East Haven 2, Cheshire 1.
If you're East Haven, you really have to build off that goal and make sure Cheshire doesn't have any sort of sustained pressure in the East Haven zone.
Yeah, we always talk about how important the 2-goal lead is. East Haven didn't have a 2-goal lead for much more than about 40 seconds here in this second period. Face off to the right of Anderson in the defensive zone. Knocked down by Preston Cantelli, and here he comes. Cantelli in, shot gloved by Miller, and he holds it. And this is interesting. With 8:24 to go, Perillo was back at the blue line defensively.
Well, I think that's a smart play because Preston Cantelli, we know his skating abilities. If he has the opportunity to skate in and take a shot, I think he will.
So they win the face-off. Perillo now to Plano. Enzo Plano in front to a wide open Perillo, and Ryan Miller made the save. 8:16 to go. 2-1 East Haven. Good passing there by this line.
Yeah, Enzo Plano, so good on his feet and finding players. He's really improved over from last year to this year.
Enzo directing where Preston Cantelli should be. He wins the face-off nicely back to Preston. Preston couldn't win it cleanly, though, and take the shot. So Enzo had Preston right where he wanted him. Big hit, far side to Filio on Charlie Golden. And that certainly got the crowd going. That looks like it might be an icing, no. Puck stopped just before the red line. So it's back at the blue line for Bulger. Bulger with a shot that never got through. Now DeFilio's got some room. Lorenzo DeFilio lost the puck at center ice. And now Cantelli finds Lorenzo back at the circle. And Lorenzo flips it up while East Haven goes for a change. Midway through the game, East Haven with a 2-1 lead. Now Bunnell in the Cheshire zone. Ryan Bunnell centers for Billy Demetriadis, the one-timer. And Billy just couldn't corral the puck on his stick to get the shot. Now Golden off the boards beyond the stick of LaCroix. That'll be an icing. 7:08 to go in the period, and a 2-1 lead for East Haven.
Oh, what a great pass by Bunnell to Demetriadis. I think it just hopped over his stick just a little bit. What an opportunity for East Haven.
So now the face-off coming to the left of Ryan Miller after the icing. Ruggiero out there now with Maddie and Bunnell. Ryan Bunnell trying to get a head start. Face-off win back to LaCroix. It goes off the shoulder of Ryan Miller. Cam LaCroix is having a heck of a day today, and he had a great chance there. Now it's on the stick of Bunnell. He turns it over, and Drew Vento for Cheshire. Vento in the East Haven zone. Can't get by Benji Brown, who rides him all the way back behind the net. Good play by Brown. Puck in the near side, backhanded by LaCroix. Up for Bunnell, Ryan Bunnell. Across to Vinny Maddie. Maddie in the Cheshire zone. Puts it in front, gloved away from Shane Ruggiero, and we've got a hand pass whistled. 6:31 to go, second period. And a 2-1 East Haven lead, and could be 3 or 4-1 without the great saves of Ryan Miller.
Yeah, we talked about Ryan Miller last year, and what an unbelievable goaltender. Surprised, he hasn't been mentioned as much throughout the first 3 weeks, 4 weeks that we've been playing.
Well, he gave up 3 goals against Xavier in their first game and none against South Windsor Thursday night. So He's given up 3 goals in 2 games and 2 goals so far today. There's LaCroix at the blue line. LaCroix, oh, it went just wide. Miller got a piece of it, and then the rebound went just wide. East Haven has been inches away a few times from adding to their lead. Good defensive play by Brown to knock Colin Spence off the play. Rams keep it in. Puck goes through the face-off circle, held in by Spence. Up to the blue line. Bolger trying to keep it in. Bolger down low, chance save. Anderson with a big pad save, and now Frazier clears it out for East Haven. Frazier into the Cheshire zone. Frazier works his way in. Frazier to the net, and we got a penalty on Cheshire as Miller covers up. 5:39 to go, second period. 2-1 East Haven, and the first power play of the day for either team is going to go to East Haven right here.
The Cheshire player has his arms out. I mean, you were holding Frazier like from the blue line, but unbelievable play by Frazier. Never give up. I don't know if he actually got a shot on net, but gives East Haven the first power play.
So face-off's going to be to the left of Ryan Miller. East Haven had 3 power play goals, I believe it was, on Thursday against Glastonbury. After going 0 for 8 the first 2 games, they scored 3 on Thursday, so first power play of the day today. Clean face-off, win back to Cantelli, and he scores! Preston Cantelli, it's a power play goal. And with 5:34 to go in the second period, East Haven gets their 2-goal lead back. They lead it 3-1.
You can't give Preston Cantelli all that space and time. I mean, he's got an unbelievable shot. Took nobody from Cheshire on him. Rips it top shelf once again.
You saw the reaction. You want to talk about somebody who wants to win a game and make a statement? Preston Cantelli is making a statement today. Oh, Enzo Plano takes a hit, and we got another penalty coming up on Cheshire. Charlie Golden had a size advantage on Enzo Plano, and that time it worked his disadvantage. Interference to call, and with 5:27 left, East Haven's going back on the power play again.
I thought it could have been an elbow too. I saw his arm go out a little bit on Enzo Plano, but East Haven right back to the power play. I'm sure they're going to try and do the same thing or set something up.
Preston wants the hat trick, I'm sure, and he's got a chance to get it right now.
He's got his fans on this side too.
Yeah, they're into it here. Preston Cantelli having himself a day. Face off to the right of Ryan Miller. And they win the face-off. DeFilio's got it at the dot. DeFilio, backhander save, rebound. Perillo, another save. Carter McGlinchey inside the blue line. McGlinchey down low. It's on the stick of Liam O'Day. And O'Day held in nicely by Cantelli at the blue line. Now DeFilio wide of the net. East Haven firing from everywhere here. 4 power play goals in the last 2 games for East Haven. Plano and McGlinchey going to work. Plano uses the Cheshire player's feet. DeFilio's got it. DeFilio over to Perillo. What a save by Miller. Another couple of chances, and somehow it stays out of the net. Preston Cantelli now to Perillo in front. Back to DeFilio. Perillo, Cantelli, Preston. Wide open Carter McGlinchey, and it was blocked by Liam O'Day. And O'Day fires all the way down. So Anderson comes out and leaves it for Cantelli. Preston Cantelli to Perillo at the blue line. Nicholas Perillo back to DeFilio. DeFilio swiveling his way through. Now he creates some room. Carter McGlinchey now to Cantelli. That was off the stick of Perillo, and it's going to be held in by Preston at the blue line. 40 seconds on the power play. Cantelli, nice pass to Carter McGlinchey. McGlinchey in front, but it was blocked by Liam O'Day. And Cheshire's going to fire all the way down. 30 seconds on the power play. Anderson leaves it for Cantelli. Second unit out there now on the man advantage. Preston Cantelli with 2 of 3 of the 3 East Haven goals today. Knocked down by Ryan Bonnell at center ice, and that's a hand pass whistle down. 3:39 to go in the period. 12 seconds on the power play, 3-1 East Haven.
Even though East Haven hasn't scored on this power play, the power play and the puck movement is crazy. You see DeFilio try and dangle his way to get a shot. Preston Cantelli, obviously we know his moves. It's been a good power play.
They're all skating with confidence, and that goes a long way. Here comes Ryan Bonnell. One more rush here on the power play. Bonnell trying to work through two defenders. He had Ruggiero following him, but they didn't get a shot away, and we are back to 5-on-5. Charlie Golden out of the box. Golden gets the puck, goes across the ice looking for Luca Ocon-Kraus, but he didn't get a shot away, and out with it comes Ruggiero. Now to Benji Brown. Brown into the Cheshire zone. Brown shot blocked. He stays with it. Brown to the corner. Gets knocked off the play. Now Golden can't get it out. Dimitriadis fanned on the shot. And now the Rams fire down. It goes wide of Anderson, but no icing. So Bolger off the bench. Bolger with a shot blocked by Plano, deflected off the glass in the far corner. Dimitriadis tipped up for Ruggiero. They can't get it out of the zone. Cheshire keeps it in. Comes out in front. Plano knocked it down and prevented the chance, and East Haven gets it out to center ice. Taken there by Ethan Brady, all the way back behind his own net. Brady avoids a big hit from Ruggiero. Now Sal Plano at center, up ahead for Ruggiero, but it was knocked down. Raymond Weston flips it to Steele. Braden Steele with a chance, and Miller gloves it. Holds on with 2:12 to go in the period, and East Haven with a 3-1 lead.
East Haven really dominating this period, I think. After Cheshire scored that goal, they really put all the offense towards Ryan Miller.
And again, one of the things we talked about is how East Haven limits the opposition's scoring chances, and they're doing it again today. Defensively, this team just so strong. And we knew this would be a test this afternoon, and so far, East Haven is passing. Weston steals. Good play by Weston. Weston follows through. Save Miller. Another chance by Weston. And they score. That puck was in. And they score. The third line gets the goal. Let's see who goes to the bench first. 1:56 to go in the period. East Haven with a 4-1 lead. And it's going to be Ben Fraser who goes first. He's going to get the goal. And what an effort by the third line.
I was going to say, if that ref didn't call that it was in, I mean, the Cheshire player put it in his own net after the hard work by his East Haven third line.
Miller talking to the official. He thought he had it covered, but I don't know what. I think Preston wants the puck for Ben Fraser. I think that's what it is. So that's Ben Fraser's first varsity goal. So what a job by Preston. Knowing the situation, goes in and gets the puck for Fraser. So East Haven, after Cheshire scored the goal to make it 2-1, comes back with two unanswered. And they've got a 4-1 lead here, late second period. Ben Fraser, who's been skating well all day, skating with confidence, and now he's got a goal, and that's only going to help him for the remainder of the season. Taken now by Weston, back to the blue line. Cantelli's shot goes wide of Miller. It has been all East Haven today. Carter McGlinchey with a chance. Miller, I'll tell you what, without Ryan Miller, this game would be about 8-1. Braden Steele into Cheshire zone. Steele passed in front, it was blocked. Here comes Valentin Jimenez for the Rams. In the East Haven zone. Forced wide by Carter McGlinchey. He's still got the puck, puts it through the goal mouth. Well wide of the net. Here's Perillo. Nicholas Perillo now to McGlinchey. Carter McGlinchey in. McGlinchey. Shot saved. Miller, big rebound, and Perillo couldn't get to it. Perillo now has it near side. DeFilio trying to steal. DeFilio works through a stick lift. DeFilio still got it. What a move to keep it in the zone. Now Bolger around the boards looking for Jimenez, but it comes all the way into the East Haven end, and that's Preston Cantelli going back for it. Cantelli to center ice for DeFilio, knocks it down with his skates, finds Perillo. Here they come, Perillo, Lorenzo Plano. It was poked away. A really nice poke check there, and here come the Rams. into East Haven end. Nice play by Carter McGlinchey on Colin Spence. Taken back by DeFilio, held in by Bolger. Bolger way over the net, out of play. 11 seconds to go here in the period. 4-1 East Haven, and they have completely, in my opinion, completely dominated this hockey game.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. As you mentioned before, if not for Ryan Miller, this game could be 6-7-1. But Ryan Miller, he's looked a little shaky too, in my opinion.
Yeah, there's some, especially the last goal, he's probably going to want back, but East Haven will certainly take it. They win the face-off. Now it's on the stick of Cantelli. Up ahead for Plano. Will they have time for one more? No. Cleared back out to center, and that's going to do it. So on, so on the day, Cantelli with 2, DeFilio with 1, Frazier with 1, and that equals a 4-1 lead after 2 periods.
Yeah, it's a very dominant period for East Haven, really. Even though Cheshire scored a goal, they really didn't give up, and it's really tested Miller. If you're East Haven, though, you know Cheshire's going to be way more physical in the third period, try and sustain that pressure in the Cheshire zone.
It's been a great day so far. Looking to finish strong after 2. East Haven with a 4-1 lead. Back for the third in a moment. Back here at the Remsen Arena at Choate Rosemary Hall in Wallingford, we start period 3. East Haven with a 4-1 lead. Again, Mike Amento, Nick Giglietti, Rob Becker, John Becker Jr. with you today. And once again, we want to thank Sheehan Athletic Director Gary Gravina and the Choate staff for hooking us up, hooking Rob up on the platform up top, getting us on streaming today and our vantage point down here along the glass. Happy New Year, everybody. It's going to be 2025 in a couple of days. And what a finish to 2024. What a start to the season it's been. And East Haven really trying to make a statement in this third period, Nick.
Yeah, absolutely. I think whatever the final score is, I think a lot of teams around Connecticut high school hockey are going to see this and say, okay, maybe East Haven didn't lose that much. And, you know, I think no matter what, I think everyone around is going to say East Haven's still one of the better teams in Division II.
Here's DeFilio right off the bat to start the third period. Tried to put one in front, but was broken up, and now Charlie Golden for the Rams. Golden passes up ahead. Now they go to the net, and they score. That one gets past Anderson. That is Zachary Hooper for the Rams, and Hooper gets the goal. And it took just 22 seconds in the third period. And East Haven now, with their lead cut to 4-2.
Just an ill-advised turnover, and Anderson didn't get to his post quick enough. I'm sure that's one Anderson would like to have back.
Yeah, he made some really good saves earlier in the game, and as you said, that's one he's definitely going to want to have back. So Hooper gets the goal for the Rams, and the East Haven lead is cut to 4-2. So let's not crown a victor just yet. East Haven's going to have to work through this third period. Here come the Rams. Nice play by McGlinchey to stand up his man. They turn it over. Enzo goes hard into the boards. Down to Filio with a move. To Filio with a chance. Miller makes the save, and somehow the puck was kept out of the net as Ryan Miller made a huge save. He lost his stick in the process. It's behind the net, and now he pushed the net off as he tried to slide back into position. So 14-12 to go third period, 4-2 East Haven. And that's a good shift for East Haven after the Cheshire goal.
Yeah, we mentioned that before. Once Cheshire scored that first goal, it was all East Haven. So let's see if East Haven kind of sustains some pressure in the Cheshire zone.
Cheshire certainly came out with a little jump here to start the third. Puck cleared all the way down, and that'll be an icing on the Rams as Brown and Colin Spence push after the whistle. 14:04 to go third period. East Haven 4, Cheshire 2. I would say the next 5 or 6 minutes crucial to see who's going to win this game.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're East Haven, keep all that pressure on Ryan Miller, and if you're Cheshire, really just test Anderson.
Bouncing puck in front of the net. It's been around Billy Demetriadis a lot today. He had a couple of chances earlier in the game. There's a steal. Rams come in. Nice play by Brown to force his man wide. Ruggiero almost turns it over, but the Rams able to keep it in. They put it through the goal mouth. Nobody there. Now back to the blue line, and they can't keep it in. So it goes all the way down to Miller, who leaves it for Liam O'Day. O'Day for the Rams. Couldn't control it. He had a hard skating Ryan Bonnell coming at him. Now Shane Ruggiero with a chance. Miller covers up for the whistle with 13:25 to go here, third period. East Haven 4, Cheshire 2 in the rematch of last year's Division II championship game, and it's everything we thought it would be.
Yeah, absolutely. You wonder if the next 4 or 5 minutes, if Coach Payne kind of only plays the first two lines.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. This line accounted for the fourth East Haven goal. Ben Frazier had the goal. Now back to Carter McGlinchey across for Cantelli. Cantelli, who's got 2 already today, looking for the hat trick. Here's Valentin Jimenez for the Rams. Dumps in. Broken up and now taken out by McGlinchey up to Steele. Now to Raymond Weston. Weston into the Cheshire zone. Took a hard hit into the boards just beyond the Cheshire bench. Frazier in front for Weston. Weston with a chance. And Miller comes out and make the save. Good scoring chance for Raymond Weston. 12:48 to go, third period. And this line earns another shift every time out.
Yeah, absolutely. Talk about Weston getting a huge hit in the corner over there. Never gives up on the play, goes to the net, and takes a good scoring opportunity.
Face-off's going to be to the right of Ryan Miller. East Haven coming into the day was 2-0-1. Cheshire was 1-1 coming into the game. East Haven had 8 points, Cheshire with 4. Essentially a 6-point swing eventually in the standings for whoever wins. A little early to be looking at that, but got to do it anyway. It's part of our job. Anderson gloves the shot, holds. 12:40 to go, third period. The biggest thing he did there was prevent any rebound.
Yeah, absolutely, because there was a Cheshire player coming right towards the front of the crease. It was a nice job by Sal Plano, too, to kind of back him away.
Lorenzo DeFilio has had 4 goals apiece in each of the last 2 games. He's got one today. There's a turnover, but they're saying Cheshire was offsides. What a break there. 12:30 to go, third period. That was a very errant pass.
That was a scary moment. I thought LaCroix could have gone off the boards there, because you had Enzo Plano and Lorenzo DeFilio in the corner, and both of them combined, they have great chemistry.
I wonder if Cam saw the officials hand up, knew that they were offside, so it was sort of a free play, and that's why he made the pass. No harm, no foul, as the Rams now have to go the length of the rink, trailing 4-2. DeFilio tries to turn it over, but the Rams clear it off the glass, and that's going to make it for an icing. 12:06 to go, third period, 4-2 East Haven. We've been talking about it all day, how many icings we've seen in this game.
A lot of whistles, a lot of hand passes as well.
Yep. Yeah, it's been choppy at times throughout the day. Face off now to the right of Ryan Miller. Ruggiero taking the draw. It's one back to Preston Cantelli, who's got 2 of the 4 East Haven goals. Carter McGlinchey steps down, puts it behind the net. Bolger gonna collide with Ruggiero. Ruggiero gets to it first, puts it in front where it was stolen there by Devin Kelly. Kelly had his pocket picked at center ice. Now the Rams come back in the East Haven zone. Shoulder save by Anderson, and it's cleared out to center. Michael Bolger at center ice, lost it now. Cantelli. Preston Cantelli in the Cheshire zone. Cantelli with a shot goes off the glass. Over the net of Miller. Cantelli, Preston Cantelli. Turns, puts it in front, Ruggiero. Ruggiero through to goal mouth, rebound Cantelli in the net on the far end as Miller tried going across. He pushed the net off again. 11:16 to go here. Third period, 4-2 East Haven with the lead, and they are starting to get more pressure here since Cheshire scored that second goal.
Yeah, absolutely. Talk about the play by Preston Cantelli. I mean, he's always on the puck, near the puck, and I thought it could have been a penalty on Miller. I thought if you intentionally move the net off, it's a penalty.
Yeah, it's happened twice to him down on that end. And I wonder if Coach Payne may have thought the same thing, because he was talking to the officials after that whistle. Now Charlie Golden up the boards into the East Haven zone with speed. Golden goes behind the net. Benji Brown stayed with him. Golden turns it over. Ruggiero gets it out to center. Rams, though, get it right back. Cheshire has upped their game here in the third period, down by a couple. Sal Plano gets hit. Ruggiero around the boards. Up to Ryan Bonnell, who loses an edge. But Bonnell gets it out to center where it's taken by James Cox. Liam O'Day for the Rams. In the East Haven zone, Sal Plano behind the net. Over for Brown. Brown tips it off the boards and out. Weston follows through with a hit on Laskin. Now Plano, Sal Plano. Up ahead for Steele, now Frazier. Frazier, who's got the 4th goal. That was the last East Haven goal. Liam O'Day takes behind his own net. O'Day. By the way, at the Glastonbury game, our player of the game was Lorenzo DeFilio. We're going to interview Vinny Matty later on after scoring his first varsity goal. So DeFilio, the leader with 2 players of the game so far today, still to be determined. Here come the Rams. Cheshire into East Haven zone now. Stood up at the blue line was 17, Devin Kelly. East Haven not letting Cheshire get deep. Sal Plano off the boards now for Frazier. Frazier through center to Steele. Braden Steele in the Cheshire zone. Steele had the puck taken away, and now the Rams back the other way trying to get by Preston Cantelli. Preston stays with it. Cantelli stays on the forehand, does a nice job to protect the puck and gets it out to center. Rams were offsides. It's the second time in this period that that's happened. Now Perillo, Nicholas Perillo, carries deep, tries to go through the goal mouth, taken away and flipped up out of play. 9 minutes to go, third period, 4-2 East Haven.
It's been a great period so far. I think once Cheshire scored that second goal, we mentioned that comeback kind of feeling, and East Haven's really put pressure on Miller.
Yeah, East Haven has really stood up to a good third period challenge here by Cheshire. You knew that this was going to be a tough physical game today, and they have stood up to the test. Cantelli tried to feather one deep for Perillo. He couldn't get it there, and now it comes back out to center. Preston Cantelli across to Carter McGlinchey. McGlinchey looks at center to Perillo. He gets bumped into by a couple of Cheshire players, and now Cantelli's got it back. Big hit there at center ice as Perillo took the hit. And we got a penalty on Cheshire here, so East Haven is going to get their third power play of the game with 8:27 to go in the third and a 4-2 lead. A big chance to increase the lead right here.
Yeah, absolutely. This is such a key moment for East Haven. We talked about before the Glastonbury game, they didn't score any power play goals. Now they have, 5 or 4 power play goals? Yeah, so it's been, the power play has been working so hard, and I think they could get it done here.
14th power play of the year. East Haven 4 for 13 on a man advantage, as we said, with 4 power play goals. In the last 2 games, they put one off the pipe. You could hear the ping all the way down here. So East Haven with a chance here to really make it difficult for Cheshire. Preston Cantelli, who's got 2 goals on the day. Up ahead to McGlinchey, now Lorenzo DeFilio couldn't control, so Carter now back on the stick of DeFilio. East Haven somehow stayed on sides. Plano and Bonnell were doing a dance of the blue line, and they were able to stay on. Carter McGlinchey. Now they go back to the blue line. Cantelli tried to get one through. It got deflected. It goes wide. And Cheshire able to clear. Anderson comes out and plays it. Anderson up ahead for Cantelli. Preston Cantelli. Now to Carter McGlinchey. You can hear Coach Payne telling them to get it deep. They do. But Cheshire's got the puck. And they're going to clear out. 1 minute to go on the power play, which has had a hard time getting started. Shorthanded chance here for Cheshire with a bouncing puck. Now McGlinchey finds Ryan Bonnell. They're in the Cheshire zone. Bonnell for Plano. Plano with a shot. Miller got a piece of it. That's the first shot of this power play. Bouncing puck. Cantelli couldn't keep it in the zone. So Preston comes back to his own blue line. Cantelli now to Bonnell. Bonnell to Perillo at center. Now Cantelli's got it. 25 on the power play. Cantelli with a shot. Miller the save. 6:50 to go, third period. 23 seconds on the power play and a 4-2 East Haven lead.
Huge amount of pressure by Cheshire. Not a lot of chances for East Haven on the power play so far.
So face off to the left of Ryan Miller here. Vinny Matty getting some power play time here with Perillo and Shane Ruggiero. Perillo back to the blue line for Brown. Brown to the net, deflected wide. Matty in the corner. How about this? Vinny Matty getting power play time in a rematch against the Division II state champions. Offsides on Cheshire, 6:30 to go third period, 3 seconds on the power play. So East Haven going to be 1 for 3 on the power play today, but now it's about defending a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, obviously play defense first. If you have the opportunity to skate up and take a shot on Ryan Miller, why not?
Face off just outside. That kills the penalty. Here's Perillo. Nicholas Perillo takes a hit, works through it. Good work by Perillo into the Cheshire zone. Shane Ruggiero takes a big hit in the corner. And now the Rams come out with the puck. We've got a closed puck, closed their hand on the puck. 6:12 to go in the third, 4-2 East Haven. We talked about it earlier. Hard to believe that this is already the final game of 2024 as a whole. The year in 2024 for East Haven hockey has been pretty good.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we talked about the season last year and the players that were on that team. The new addition to Sheehan. The Sheehan kids have been great all year.
Yeah. And that success has continued to what has been a very good start. And East Haven looking to close out 2024 with a big-time win today against a Division II championship contender. This Cheshire team's going to be around. This is not going to be the last time you hear from them this year. Preston Cantelli towards the net. That handcuffed Ryan Miller, and he was able to make the save and keep it out. Kept in by McGlinchey. Nice move by Carter. That shot goes off the glass. Cantelli does a good job to keep it in front of him. Charlie Golden back behind the net for the Rams. Across from Mark Laskin. Laskin up to Bolger. Michael Bolger for Cheshire. On this defensive pair with Golden, Bolger into the zone, saved by Anderson. Puck goes into the corner. Anderson might have been better served to just hold that one, as now Cheshire with some time. Devin Kelly. Kelly puts it in front. There were a lot of bodies there, but Carter McGlinchey did the smart thing and iced the puck. 5:09 to go third period, 4-2 East Haven, and you're going to see everything from Cheshire here in these next 5 minutes.
Yeah, we're going to see more stoppages than we already have right now. I think East Haven's saying, let's just hold this lead and, try and just get the whistle and a little breather.
Don't forget, everybody watching at home at 4 o'clock, the Battle of the Badges at DeLungo Rink. So if anybody wants to head on over, that's going to be at DeLungo Rink at 4 o'clock today. Oh, there's a hit in the corner. That could have been a call. That's 14 College Spence as he had Sal Plano from behind as the Planos try to work the puck together out of the corner. Sal and Enzo comes to the blue line, held in by O'Day. Anderson may have gotten a piece of it. He kept it out of the net. Now Enzo up the boards to Perillo. Nicholas Perillo across to DeFilio. DeFilio trying to work through 2 Cheshire players. Can't do so. Now the Rams come back. Kelly centers it in front. There's a shot by O'Day. He didn't get enough on it. And it's cleared out of the way by Perillo. Up to DeFilio. Lorenzo does not have the open ice today that he's had the last couple of games. He's still got a goal, though. You start to get spoiled. You expect 4 every game. DeFilio in, and Miller may have gotten a piece of it. DeFilio already with 10 goals on the season in 4 games. Ryan Bonnell puts one on net. Miller sticks it aside. Time becoming a factor here. Plano throws the puck deep as East Haven just tries to keep it in the Cheshire end. O'Day ties up Bonnell, held in by Plano. Sal Plano towards the net, got deflected. And now the Rams are going to come out with it. Cam LaCroix knocks it down. Goes across for Bonnell. We mentioned last year East Haven beat Amity here in overtime, 2-1. There's O'Day with a chance, and Anderson knocked it aside. Actually, that was Cowan Allen with the chance for Cheshire, but nonetheless, Anderson made the stop. Up to the blue line, Bolger takes a bouncing puck. Now another one, Demetriadis couldn't break it out. Now Bonnell up ahead for Ruggiero in the Cheshire zone. Ruggiero gets by one. Goes across for Demetriadis, who got his stick tied up. So Billy didn't get a shot away. Kelly knocks it down, clears it out to center. Now McGlinchey. Off the glass for Preston Cantelli. Now Charlie Golden. Charlie Golden for the Rams. In the East Haven zone. Knocked down by Weston. Cowan Allen now to Bolger. Bolger dumps in. Goes off the glove of Cantelli. Cantelli, long outlet pass for Braden Steele. Now Allen for Cheshire. It's center ice. East Haven not letting Cheshire get the puck in their end. Raymond Weston. Weston throws it towards the net. Miller had to make the save. As we approach 2 minutes left, Ben Frazier took a big hit. Puck behind the net. Liam O'Day back forward now for the Rams. O'Day off the glass. Out of the zone. Carter McGlinchey, they get by him. Nice play by Preston Cantelli to block the pass. He's whistled for a hand pass, but that's okay. 1:56 to go in the third period. 4-2 East Haven. What a smart play from Preston Cantelli.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to wonder when Cheshire is going to pull Miller. There's a minute 56 left on the clock.
I would have thought it would have been now. See if they use their timeout. Anthony Giusto, the head coach of Cheshire. They won't use their timeout and they won't pull Miller. Interesting. There's a shot and they score. That's Mark Laskin right off the face-off. And with 1:52 left here in the third period, the lead is cut to 4-3.
Right now, if you're East Haven, you just got to play all defense. Don't worry about trying to get another scoring opportunity because you know Cheshire is going to come out flying.
Now the Rams with 2 goals here in this third period. And now we're really going to see how long it takes for the Rams to pull Ryan Miller. They have worked their way right back into this game. And you didn't think that Cheshire was going to go down without a battle here, and they have certainly battled to get back in this one. Mark Laskin with the Cheshire goal, and that's made it 4-3. DeFilio off the pipe. Lorenzo DeFilio shot one off the post. That could have been East Haven's almost 7th or 8th goal. Ryan Miller's been helped out a few times today by pucks going off the post. When Cheshire gets the puck in the East Haven zone, if they do, Miller's going to come out. Enzo Plano's got it loose in front. Perillo couldn't poke it home. Oh, DeFilio went for a hit. East Haven doing a good job. Is there a penalty on East Haven here? There is. There's a penalty coming up on East Haven when they touch. And oh my goodness. Yeah, if you're Nicholas Perillo, you don't want to touch the puck, skate by it. That's a smart move. And finally, with 54.5 seconds left in the third, Cheshire's going to get a 2-man advantage with East Haven up 4-3.
Yeah, and I'm sure, you know, East Haven, some of these guys are tired too. You got to imagine Preston Cantelli and Carter McGlinchey are going to be out there the whole time.
Well, Anthony Giusto did use his timeout, so Cheshire uses their timeout. And okay, well, we don't have a number 6, so I'm assuming it's DeFilio that's got the penalty, so he's going to end his day. Is that right?
I think so, yeah.
So he's going to end his day in the penalty box. So 54.5 seconds left, third period. It's going to be a 6-on-4 for Cheshire. East Haven's got a 4-3 lead. What a finish to this game.
Good thing is the penalty kill has been great all season, and you got to imagine, you know, East Haven, you win the puck, just try and ice it, hopefully go for the net.
You and I talked this morning. I'm looking at the scoreboard. What'd we say?
We said 4-3, so 54 seconds to keep it this way.
Let's see. I was hoping it wouldn't be this close after being up 4-1, but give credit to Cheshire. They've battled. You knew there's a lot of pride on that team, and you know they are defending champs. But East Haven had jumped out to the lead, and they're desperately trying to hold it. This is a statement game for both teams. And you know that Cheshire's going to fire everything at the net here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's going to be bodies going to the net, too. So if you're Anderson, cover every puck.
It's a 6-on-4 for the Rams, and they tie the game right off the face-off. Devin Kelly, it took 2 seconds right off the face-off, and with 52 seconds left in the third period, We are tied at 4.
Another play where Anderson's not right on his post. If he's right on his post, it's hitting his pad all the time.
So Cheshire with 3 consecutive goals here in the third period, and that has tied this game and has taken a life out of this one. So Ryan Vanell out there with the first line now with Plano and DeFilio. Puck goes towards Miller. It's held. 45 seconds left. Third period. East Haven 4, Cheshire 4.
I mean, you said it too. You can't give up on Cheshire. They obviously defending state champs, so you knew they were going to come out firing.
East Haven started this third period with a 4-1 lead. DeFilio, he scores! Lorenzo DeFilio with a backhand, top shelf over Ryan Miller. And with 41 and a half to go, he gives East Haven the lead right back. It's 5-4.
You knew Lorenzo DeFilio was going to shoot from anywhere. DeFilio has any sort of shot that could go in at this point. I mean, 11 goals on the season in just what, the 4th or 5th game? This is the 4th game, and what an unbelievable player.
So Lorenzo says, okay, I went to the penalty box. I'm going to try to win the game now. And we'll see if he can. 41.7 seconds to go in the third period. Lorenzo with his second goal of the day gives East Haven a 5-4 lead. And now Coach Payne calls his timeout because you know when Cheshire gets the puck down here, you know Ryan Miller's coming back out of the net again.
Yeah, absolutely. Once again, if you win that faceoff, just try and whip it around the boards. Hopefully one of your wingers can get there and beat one of the Cheshire defenders. Try and ice this game.
So this is the first time this year that East Haven's given up more than 3 goals in a game. I mean, this Cheshire team, kind of like East Haven, has offensive-minded defensemen. They've got a couple of lines that can score, so you had to expect that this game was going to be relatively high scoring like it has been.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to imagine that both teams watch film on each other too, not from the past couple games and obviously from last year as well.
So you thought this was going to be a heartbreaker, and then Lorenzo DeFilio comes back and says, turn that frown upside down. And that gives East Haven a 5-4 lead here.
Talk about putting a team on your back too, though. I mean, he's done everything for this team.
Cantelli's got 2, DeFilio's got 2, Frazier's got the other one. Let's see if East Haven can get it in the Cheshire zone. They do. DeFilio takes it deep, takes a shot, it goes towards the net. Carter McGlinchey keeps it in. Cantelli throws it to the net. Plano's got it. Plano to the net. Miller's got to come on cover. He can't. Puck's loose. And it's in the corner now with 20 seconds left. What an effort by Ryan Vanell to keep the puck in the Cheshire zone, forcing the Rams to go the length of the rink. East Haven won't let Cheshire get it out. Nice play by DeFilio just to dump it back. East Haven touches up. Bolger behind the net. They're going to have to go the length of the rink. They're not going to be able to do it. Cantelli knocks it down at the blue line, and East Haven is going to hang on and beat the Cheshire Rams 5-4 as East Haven will celebrate in front of the fans. A big, big win for East Haven and a little bit of redemption from March, and that moves East Haven to 3-0-1, and man, that's got to feel good.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll talk about a nerve-wracking game. You knew Cheshire wasn't going to give up, but East Haven, obviously, they wanted it more than Cheshire, and an unbelievable game.
So East Haven gets the victory. They win it 5-4. They move to 3-0-1. Whether it's 4 points, 6 points, whatever it is, we'll figure it out later when the CIAC decides to update things. East Haven gets the win. They will next play Thursday night at 7 o'clock at home at DeLungo Rink. They will take on the Brantford Hornets in another SCC rivalry game. Again, that's 7 o'clock Thursday night. We want to wish everybody again a very happy new year. Hope 2025 is a good one. And thanks to Gary Gravina of Sheehan and the Choate staff for all their help today. Once again, our final score, East Haven 5, Cheshire 4. For John Becker Jr., Rob Becker, and Nick Giglietti, this is Mike Amento saying so long and Happy New Year from Choate.